Hi everybody, it's Dan from Ink Gaming. Welcome back to Battletech. This is Season 1, Episode 5, and we are continuing where we left off. We had just had a successful defend base mission. We fought, I think it was like 3 vehicles and 3 light mechs over time. We did excellently. We didn't take any significant damage, nor did any mech pilots or mech warriors get hurt. Unfortunately, the salvage did not work out so well. We really tried hard at disabling the mechs, but we kept taking out their center torsos, so minimal salvage. So we're going to get started right away. What we'd left ourselves was a quick discussion over, do we do the story mission real quick, which is on this planet or the system that we're in? Or do we use this, this contract to go to a nearby system and do this contract? So here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to go ahead and do Benefactor. But if I recall, this opens up another mission that many people suggest doing early. But I want to get some experience and on our pilots, and I'm hoping to get at least enough parts for another mech before we take the mission after this. But let's go ahead and do this one real quick. So here's the story. This is the person, Anna Marie Centrella, that contacted us outside the mercenary review board with a contract, and supposedly we've heard of them. And oh wow, she's, you know, Canopian royal family. So what do you know? Why are they hiring us? How do they know us? Who knows? But we're here. Okay, relatively simple job. Wants to recover something. Happy to pay down some of the interest on our loans. What are we trying to recover? Ooh, that's a beautiful picture of a grounded dropship, an enormous one. It's got ramshackle structures clinging to it like barnacles. Derelict vessel, an Argo, only one of only 2 ever made. Okay, it's on a pirate moon. She wants her. Okay, yeah, Yang, always the realist. How are we gonna freaking get her off? Oh, engineering staff's gonna come down. Okay, fair enough. So we have a response that says, I've filed against Legends. Pirates don't worry me. Let's do it. Okay, well, do you want to accept? Good question. Okay, you've got yourself some mercenaries. Very good. Forwarding the contract on us, or to us. Okay, so now, if we go back to contracts, we'll see now we have another party mission. So this is storyline. This one you can see it's travel to another system included. When we click it, it's to Alloway. It's got a big reward. That's the biggest contract we'll see in a long, long time, right? 1.152 blah, blah, blah. 1.1 million, essentially, and a bunch of potential salvage, depending. It's a 1 skull, and it's not even telling us what it is, but obviously we're recovering the Argos and killing pirates. So rather than do that, though, we're gonna hop away. Let's go get some stuff done. Off we go. This is going to be an assassinate mission. So what I've found in the assassinate missions is usually there's some supporting mechs or vehicles, but then there's one guy, the guy you're supposed to assassinate. He's almost always in a mech, and appropriate to your class. So he'd probably be in a medium. Don't think he'll be in a heavy this early, but he'll probably be in a medium. Could be a great chance if we take a little money and a lot of salvage and we can take it down correct and not get our tushies handed to us. We're going to take one real quick look again at mech warriors before we take off. So one of the things I think I was reading was that tactics, okay, that's an indirect fire penalty. We get a -1. That's not, I wonder whether there's another one later on or further up the tree, whether it helps you with the
Commander?
Targeted hits, if you get my drift.
Commander.
Because obviously we're going to be doing that some, right? And tactics itself, just the stat, may play into that. Let's see, yes, increases the effectiveness of called shot opportunities. So I am actually, what does piloting say it does? Melee chance, base sprint distance, stability. So it'd probably be good if, you know, everybody of course had everything, but that, you know, we do get some of that. Since we are doing called shots, I am going to actually go ahead and take that for EG, just to give our called shots, you know, just a little bit more oomph. Behemoth is in something that we are doing called shots on, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the same with Medusa, honestly. Let's do it.
Training confirmed.
Okay. And then let's get going. Okay, off we go. Middle management, let's negotiate. I'm going to go max it. Oh, that's the best I can do. 1.6. Oh, bummer. So I could go 1.5. I can't get 2, right? I can't get 2 that I get to select. The more parts I get, the better. Now we can gain rep because this is with a house. But if we don't want to, and that's a more rep. That's extra rep bonus. I'm thinking maybe, you know what? I'm going to just go max, guys. I'm going to go 1.6 and hope we get lucky, and we'll see.
Calculating course now, Commander.
I'm not going to hold my breath, to tell you the truth. So interestingly enough, 2 things are going to happen before we get there, beyond actually taking the jump ship here. One is the monthly bill is going to come up, the operating cost, so we're going to have to pay that. Luckily, we're doing okay. Oop. I guess these random events occur occasionally. So anyway, banging noises draw you to shared MechWarrior barracks, where you find Behemoth disassembling one of Leopard's internal walls. There are already several panels neatly stacked beside her. She pauses, then explains there's a few cubic meters of dead space back here. I'm making room so it can stretch without hitting the bunks. As reasonable as this sounds, the banks aren't going to like you modifying their property. So we can either order our faithful Behemoth to put the stuff back. This might affect morale, I imagine. If Behemoth was a technician, I guess, we could make the change easily reversible, but this option is not selectable. Or I could cough up 20k to pay the fine. So, I'm going to cough up 20k. So, look, you know how the chain of command works, blah, blah, blah. So we lose 20k, but morale is increased by 1. Great, okay. Fine by me. As long as that was a one-time. So we're going to start play again. So A, we're going to get the bill, and B, Glitch is going to be healed. Glitch is going to be ready to pilot again. So do we work Glitch back into the rotation? Is that fair? Or do we just say next person injured Glitch comes in for? Let's play it that way. You know, you get injured, you get to sit out until, yeah. Now later on, when we have more fine-tuned skilled positions and things like that, maybe we won't play it that way, but for right now, let's do it that. Okay, so operating expenses, 247k. That wasn't what we initially started with. The mechs haven't changed, but the mech warriors' monthly costs or pay has gone up slightly because we've raised their skills. Still fine, reasonable. You know, we're still, actually, I think we're better than where we started based on our success. So great. We could choose to basically up our operating costs, which increases the morale of folks, but we're so early, and we could do decrease too, but we're so early, we're just going to keep it at normal, okay? I think you can only change that at the month, not sure. So we're going to go ahead and hit play again. We're almost at Detroit. You guys have heard wonderful things about Detroit, the planet, right? Not the city. So we're going to go ahead and proceed with this. Okay, guys? We're not going to wait. There's nothing else for us to check, I don't think. So we're going to go get it done. Okay. So Glitch, as we said, is sitting out. Glitch needs definitely some XP and things like that. Needs some pilot skills, but pretty good gunner. Starts with the multi-target. What we said. Really tempted to get Glitch to get a little bit of XP. You know, nay, I say, nay. Let's stick by our guns. So everybody else is going to stay in what they were driving. It's fine. Let's go to work. Loading screen fun. So hopefully, if you guys have watched my first 4 episodes, you've seen enough of the general gameplay that you have some semblance of whether you're interested in this game and playing this game, that is. It is definitely the kind of game I like. I do have a wide genre of games I like, but sort of turn-based, squad-based, I have a special place in my heart for them, and I really do like the lore. Love the lore of BattleTech as well. You know, at some point, there are other considerations for series on the channel. You guys may have watched some of my RimWorld or some of the Survival Empyrean that Kelly and I play, but may play some RPGs or ARPGs. Those are also a lot of fun. Let's get in there.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Yes, yes. The target is in the AO and only lightly guarded, so they claim, right? Okay, so there's our target. Oh, I wish I was better at recognizing. I can't zoom right now. I honestly don't know what that is, but cool. Definitely not a light. Probably a medium. Okay.
Never seen anything like this.
So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So just to give you an idea, let's see. We've got some little bit of forest. We've got water right in front of us. Obviously, if we charge north, this is like where he is. I don't know what one of these is. But there are going to be guaranteed supporting units. So with that in mind, I'm going to probably skate over to the right, use forest for cover. We may have one that's also, you know, if they're split up, there may be one to our west. And so I'll be sort of going away from it, and it won't be that easily accessible. But that's what we're going to do. So let's get going. Okay, I can't jump all the way across. That's a big bummer. That's okay, though. Jump in the water. Brace. Get everybody jumping along.
Engaging jump jets.
But you behemoth, you know, you sprint better. And we're going to just do that to begin with.
Affirmative.
Okay. You, my friend, though, you're going to be the forest. Forest outskirts. Bracing. Okay. Remember, pretty much as soon as we get one on the wide sensor is generally when, you know, right after that's when usually we go into battle.
Lifting off.
Sorry. Okay. Keep it up.
Engaging jump jets.
But you, sir. Oh, I like that. Can I jump you there? Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go.
Just in case we're getting close to engaging. And although as tempting as it is to have this guy like jump over to the new, I'm only going to have him jump here for. Actually, I'm going to even have him. I'm just going to have him brace.
Confirmed. Holding.
I don't want him to get too far ahead because then, you know, you get the drift. Okay, so we're going to go wide this way, like I said. Fortunately, I don't think everybody's going to be able to make it, but that's not critical. Important part,
Up high.
ideally, is that we're getting a little bit nearer to those trees up ahead, right? And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go wide this time,
Engaging jump jet.
but next time as we're pushing up to this next group of trees, okay? So this yellow line, I believe, is the border. So we're pretty much on the border at this point. The blue lines are scan range based on our movement, I believe. So, just from a learning perspective. I'd like to stay in cover, but honestly, I'm going to aggressively jump forward. Let's get EG moving. Still, all of this is being handled fine.
Engaging jump jets.
Miss. Looks like we can at least make cover.
Acknowledged.
Little guy. Okay, this is when we're gonna, well, we're not gonna jump too far ahead, but
Lifting off.
I'm expecting us to hit a target either right now or next turn. Okay. Probably next turn then. Okay.
Engaging jump jet.
Yep, there it
I've
is.
got something.
Okay, so we have a vehicle. Embrace. We want to, again, maximize. And I'm going to be looking to try and move towards those trees ahead. So that's why I'm kind of aggressively, even though this is the turn right before battle, this is why I'm aggressively still trying to push up with these folks. Well, the heavy hitters, I should say. Decker, my friend. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. You're awesome. But he may not come that far. What else can we do? Well, there's no cover over that way, and there's not a lot of cover that way. But we just do this. That's still a big jump.
I copy.
Okay. Racing. Combat, we're in. Okay, looks like the vehicle is a 2. So we have a couple choices. I am going to reserve Decker here. So now we're all moving on the 3, which will still be before the vehicle. Oh, correction. We have an unaccounted for friend. So we have the vehicle and we have this mech who's in cover. So, you know, my honest belief is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Decker reveal that guy so that we can actually fire at him. So Decker.
Good to go.
Let's get you in. It's going to still move really close to those vehicles. I'd much rather you move. You still reveal back here? Looks. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to jump Decker back.
Firing jump jet.
And what I mean by reveal is sensor lock. So, yep, sure enough, it was just in that border range.
Locked on.
So it looks like a spider. We can zoom in. We can target them also, but yep, that's definitely a spider. Okay. So with that said, for this guy back, Shadowhawk first, right? So I can either sprint forward. I'll have a line of sight, or I can jump. So jump is going to give me 2. And 3 if I go there, and I'm okay with that. It does put them out into non-forest, but I'm going to go with that. I think we can handle this.
Affirmative.
And I'm going that with the intention of moving into the forest next turn. And I do look like we have 2 targets. So we have this, the 2 medium lasers, pretty much typical. It does look like it doesn't have as much armor as its ramshackle. So you can see sort of weak armor. Still got lots of internal structure. This is actually not a friendly boat. SRM-6, LRM-10. It's a striker. I'm not real happy about that. Decent armor. I don't know if I can take it out or not, but I'm kind of tempted to go after that rather than the spider. Let me see if I can fire. I can fire more things at the spider. The chances are not real hot, but that would also help us remove some of the... So I'm actually going to go ahead, and I'm going to take shots at the spider. I wanted to remove an evasion thing, so that way it'll be a little bit easier for the other folks. So again, I am going to jump forward. I will have shots, and I will be in cover. So this will actually work out really well. This is a multi-firing, so Medusa. Oh no, I was wrong. Medusa can only fire at one thing. So either we can really hurt the spider, or we can really hurt the striker. I'm actually a wee bit more concerned about the striker. It's a lot of weapons. But I want it to be dead. Yep.
Let her rip.
Take no chances. Okay, so one thing gone. So it's 25%. So that makes me feel like there are 4 supporting units beyond the thing we need to assassinate. Looks like there's actually another vehicle right over the hill. Unfortunate for us, but you know, that rolls, right? So we can get up here too. So we are actually going to... Do I want to go that far forward? Yeah, let's do it.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay, hopefully we got a shot with the PPC. Let's take a look. Again, we could be going for aimed, you know, like take out the legs, but I'm concerned about the assassinate mech down the line. We could be going for the torsos, but the medium lasers are thinking their chest. Yep, sure enough. So we're just gonna do what we can do and hope.
Engaging target.
So unfortunately,
Enemy mech. Critical damage
I
detected.
mean, good job, but I don't think the PPC hit. And that would have been devastating. Okay, so we got another mech coming in. And we got the vehicle. So those are the three other targets beyond the actual, shall we say, the boss. Okay, so if I withhold Decker's turn here, this spider's going to go. And I think I'm actually pretty comfortable with that. It's got at least one medium laser. The other one may be not functional. Okay. So that's... Ooh, I'm surprised that it didn't try and move. Because now it has like no evasion bonuses. Okay. So it looks like we have a number 3 that's going to move, and I don't see the other dash, which is a little weird because I'm thinking this is the 3, but, you know, who knows, right? So... Should we have Decker go first? Get Decker up. And Decker probably can reveal that far mech.
Good to
But
go.
let me see where you can move to. Okay, so you'll be able to jump into the center. So yeah, let's go ahead and have Decker
Yes, Commander.
go. Hey Decker. Jump here.
Affirmative.
And then, Decker, I want you to not sensor lock that, nor that. I want you to sensor lock that. I want to know what it is.
I've got a sensor lock.
Okay. So it was the vehicle that was next. It's a galleon. It's going to fire. Nice frontal center hit. Okay, so let's see. I can't even... Zooming in here. Turning the screen a little bit. Oh, it's a Panther. Okay, so if you recall, Panthers have a PPC. They're still light mechs, but they have a PPC in their right arm. So that can be a lot of damage if they get an opportunity. That said, I think he's already moved for this round. So it is really all... We got 3 guys, and we can decide, you know, what's our biggest threats and can we get at them.
Receiving you.
Okay, we did use a lot of heat, so that is something to be considerate of. Let's see, if I imagine jumping, nope. So if I jumped all the way up to here, which is cover, I could get a shot on the Panther. Will I have enough heat to fire the PPC? Will that be enough to do what we need to do? Those are all good questions. If we looked
Standing
at
by.
someone else like this, there is no way he's going to get close enough. He could try and take out either the galleon or the spider, sort of as a backup.
Orders.
And the blackjack. A lot of heat on this sucker. And I'm not going to be able to get a hit on the Panther either. So the real question is, I'm somewhat tempted just to be really highly evasive and take these things out, knowing the Panther's going to come out over the hill, because I don't think we're going to get lucky with the PPC. So I think that's the plan. Okay, with that in mind, maybe we can conserve a little heat as well. So we are going to, actually we'll do the back guy,
Commander.
who is not in woods. That's about as evasive as we're going to get. We have targets of both. Okay. And you can't multi-target. So pretty good on the galleon. He looks like he's only got one that's working. So the galleon seems like a better target to me. I can take the LRMs off, and that's just a small heat increase, so I'm going to go ahead and try and confidently say we're going to fit vehicles down. Great, great, great.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Okay. Oh, that's the bigger boy. That's the assassinate target. So unfortunately,
Yes, Commander.
it seems to me like we're likely to end up engaging him. So if I go this far back, I'm going to get my maximum. I'm a little concerned about the heat, but that will give me my maximum evasion, which I'm, again, concerned about with the Panther coming over the hill. What I will do, I still will target the Spider, but I'm going to... Oh, those are only my AC-2s. I'm still going to take shots at him. I could take a... Oh, is that enough? If I hit with both in the center torso, he's probably gone. Oop. A very good chance, but I could hit there. That won't kill him though. Let's go for it. Why not?
Confirmed.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think that was like a torso and a center torso hit. That's still fine. We're going to jump jet as well, and we're going to go pretty much all the way back. Oop, I didn't actually check. That's actually only a 3 for me. I could get a 4 going over there, and so that's what I'm going to do.
Engaging jump jets.
So I do a multi-target. So what I will do is I will select you and I will select you. I will put, oh, it's not that great actually. So I'm going to actually take the shot and see if we can't take the Spider out. Yep.
Engaging target.
That looked like a leg hit. And while that was fine, he still has his medium laser available. Well, that's pretty shocking. So the Panther moved up, is not in cover, did not get close enough, though, to actually be able to fire the PPC. However, the Spider and the bigger guy are going to have opportunities. I'm going to reserve Decker. Here comes the Spider, who is feeling pretty awful. I honestly don't like the fact that it zoomed in. Okay, so it did get hit by the one medium laser. So this guy's going to still move. And with that in mind, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Decker. And I'm going to jump over here. And I'm mainly doing this so that I can then sensor lock the Panther. And while I should be more concerned about the assassinate target, I want to make sure we take this PPC guy out, deal with him. It's kind of like, hey, let's deal with the easier to kill target, focus it down, if you will. But that is something, and it's right there. Okay, so let's take a look. Those spots.
Waiting for orders.
So this is still a big problem. I will not be able to, even if I jump up here, it doesn't look, I'm going to be able to get a line of sight on that Panther. So that Panther did a great job of where it moved. With this guy, I could, but that's definitely probably going to put me in line with that.
Orders.
This guy could probably do it, but his weaponry also is not, well, even then. And they just left that Panther just in the right spot, didn't they? Smart play. Okay. Well, I'm probably fretting a little bit too much, but on the other hand, no one can get a shot on the Panther, huh? Sad. Okay. Well, let's do it this way then.
Roger that.
What I'm particularly concerned about now is I left that spider out there, and that spider with the PPC hit will be, let's just call it an unhappy camper. So, I'm going to see if we can just finish this spider. Let's just...
Firing.
And that's when we start chastising ourselves for not doing appropriate things. I think I'm going to actually jump back. But I really need to, if I can, I am going to withhold fire here. Because I need to cool down some. I really do want to take that spider out. Be a lovely, lovely thing, but it's, I'm going to brace. And EG, who has also got significant heat problems, potentially.
Engaging jump jets.
Could multi-target. Could also brace. Here comes the Panther. Ouch.
Damage minimal.
Okay. Good news. Good news. Now we know the other guy's still, he'll probably make it across the hill as well. But again, with Decker, we're going to reserve. Spider's going to go next. He missed. That works for us. Now, again, I think I'm going to have Decker move first. And the reason why is I want this other mech to move before I move any of my heavy hitters. What I can do with Decker, though, is...
What's up, boss?
Nobody has a lot of evasion on the light mechs. So what I'm wondering is, maybe I'll just jump him back over here and take a pot shot at the spider. Okay. Or I might sensor lock the far guy. Just to remove any kind of, you know, let's see what we can do on this guy. 80%. Let's just do this. I'm very tempted.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Of course. Oh, still got him. Woohoo!
One less target.
Okay. He's not real fast. Oh, but he made it. Ooh, that was a nice hit. AC something.
Minimal.
Seemed like an AC something. Interestingly, with the high ground and such, he can see us. We can't see him.
Waiting for orders.
And again, I'm okay with that because this turn we have a goal. Yep. Going over here.
Got it.
See what we can do. We do have heat issues. It looks like the center's pretty hurt. While it would be lovely to get more salvage off of this guy, I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn off some of these medium lasers. And then I think we are going to actually, we're going to go ahead and precision strike. I think we're going to aim for the center.
I'm on it. Give them everything you've got.
There you go. That takes that PPC out, and now it's a swarm, us against them, with them being the one, although we don't know what it is. Let's see. Can we jump? Looks like we can. So we can get in cover and still have a shot on this guy. So I think that's what we're going to do. We should make sure we don't take up the position from the other. Where's the best you can go? You're going to be screwed anyway. I can't even get a shot, can I? The unhappiness and the anger. It's me. Oh, I can. Okay, so you won't be in cover. That's fine. So, EG, let's get going. Yeah, you can go right there. Fine by me.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay, let's see what we got, guys. He is an enforcer. So he's got a large laser, an AC-10, that's what we got hit by, and a small laser. So some decent weaponry. More importantly, he has no debuffs, so he's not ramshackle. This is like us. It is a medium mech with full armor, full internal structure, full weapons. Now, we have numbers, but it's a full-on deal. So, now, do we try and get a bunch of salvage? Are we brave? Are we foolish? Let's go for it. Precision strike. I'm gonna go for one of your legs. I wonder. We see something. Just curious where his weapons are. So the AC-10's in the right arm. The large laser is in the left arm, and we don't care about the small laser. So we could try and blow an arm off, but we're gonna see if we can't take a leg out. This is a lot of armor. We know actually we're not gonna take this leg out, not with one person. Now we could aim for the head, I suppose, but yeah, we'll just aim for a leg.
Engaging target.
Target damaged.
That looked like 75 damage on that leg, which was great. Everything that we aimed at it hit, but
For orders.
obviously not enough to do what we wanted. Now, what happens if we jump out here? Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
Firing jump jets.
Now, we don't have enough morale anymore to do an aim shot. As you can see, that leg, oh yeah, 75 armor down, that's fabulous. But we're just going to have to take straight shots. And with the 50%, I think, you know what? Screw it.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay, denied him in the leg, hit him in some other places. Okay, so he's at a 2. I don't know why he's at a 2, but that's great because that means we're going to go ahead and reserve, and then we're going to move everybody. So except for heat issues, this should be, in theory, an opportunity. Wow. I just wish I didn't have so much heat, right? Jump jets are going to give us the most evasiveness still. Problem is, it's so much heat.
Roger.
Okay. So, while we could fire at this guy, I'm not even sure it's worth firing at this guy. We don't want to overheat. That's internal structure. I could fire like one gun. I feel like I need to brace. And I'm not going to even recover that much heat, but now some of these folks probably will be slightly better, but not significantly better. If I jump over to here, I'm just hoping I'll still be able to fire the PPC. That's probably a negatory. So we will fire nothing, and we will brace. It is such a problem. Even our Shadowhawk, our beautiful Shadowhawk, which I can't get over there, could get over here. Let's see. That's a 3, that's a 3. It's a 2.
Jumping.
And then while I could fire something, again, we sort of had the same issue. Take that off. If I take, say, that off, then at least I could pot shot him.
Confirmed.
Actually, my biggest concern is around Decker. I'm going to have Decker reserve. We're going to let him go, see who he... So he's going to back up, but he's probably still going to have someone targeted. No, he fully backed up. Well, that's actually not that bad a thing then.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to go ahead and have Decker jump up. How about I at least... Oh, only these are field of fire. So I'm going to actually have Decker do it because as far as I'm concerned, this is free turn for Decker.
Jumping.
And Decker's going to take a pot shot.
Firing a full salvo.
So I don't know if you noticed he was braced there, so he took the half damage when the laser hit. Now it looks like there is some risk, but I'm going to go ahead and reserve. He's going to move either now, yep. Oh doy, oh doy, doy, doy.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Okay, well, that's a positive. Okay, so now we get to move everybody, and maybe some of us will have a little bit more heat. Not a lot. Looks like Medusa may be out of the mix. What's the best we can do? Well, we can come down the hill. This is probably foolish of me, but what we'll do is we'll just close in.
Copy that.
Pressure. We'll brace. Reduce a little bit of heat. He's got one of the evasion things, but that's probably not worth us, if you will. Gosh, man, I would just like to move you normally, but if I move you normally, can I turn far enough? That's what I'm going to do.
Roger.
I can now fire 3 of the things, which makes me feel slightly better. Wow. That doesn't make me feel better, though. There was a lot of missing. EG's got the PPC. So, ideally, you know, it would be really, really great. It's not moving far enough. Moving here would work, but that puts the PPC pretty close. But I'm mainly thinking about that because of the heat loss. Ooh, looks like I can barely turn. PPC's in my right arm. But I still be able to hit him if I go there. It's tough to know on the fields of fire sometimes whether you would actually be able to hit him. Should we take a chance? That seems risky. It's a 1. It's a none. Jump jet. How about we do the jump jet? That'll give us more evasiveness. Okay. I'm going to precision strike. I'm going to see if I can hit this leg again. We did go for this leg, right? Yep. And I'm going to put the PPC on. I'm going to put the medium laser. It looks like it's going to put us right below, but we're not going to LRM. Okay. Did not hit the left leg, but we did get a hit with the PPC.
Orders.
Now, I'm actually just going to sprint.
Heading out.
got a pretty good chance. Now at this point, I'm a little tempted to try and take this off, but I can't actually do the target hit anymore, so
Copy
it's
that.
just random. And that would be a negative. Ooh, I don't know whether that disabled the
Solid
AC-10.
connection on that one.
That would be solid if it did. Okay, so he's going to be one down this time. So hopefully we will be able to do what we want to do. I am going to go ahead and reserve. And we need to take a good look at folks. We still don't have enough morale to precision hit, so this is going to be purely luck-based, if you will. Move and get any more than this? Probably not. So I'm going to go ahead and move. And I'm going to see what I can actually fire without overheating. Looks like I can fire the PPC. It will not be aimed, and so who knows what will happen. Oh, there you go. So the large laser is now disabled and gone, if you will.
Yes, Commander.
Actually, let me check one other thing. What we didn't see was... Oh, okay, the AC-10 is still functional. It took a crit, but it's still functional. But all the other weapons are disabled. So at this point, the AC-10 is still a risk. But boy, we can either... Well, we can't. We're just going to end up firing anyway. So let's move, get a little bit of evasive bonus, right? Guys. Thanks. That's pretty good, right? Two. Pretty happy with that.
On my way.
Okay, let's see what we can hit this guy with. Looks like we can hit him with everything. LRM's turned off, and that's fine. The SRM's. We'll see what happens.
Roger that.
I would love to get good salvage. Oh my god, that looked like a head hit. Okay, so no more AC-10. Pilot got injured again. Now I'm afraid of him like running over and trying to like melee me. As silly as that sounds, that's very likely what he'll probably be thinking. Again, just from a morale perspective, I don't have a lot of if I jump. It's okay. Let's jump. Okay, let's see what we got. Those aren't our best shots. We could go with the medium lasers, and then AC2, and I think that's probably it. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna... I don't ever want to cause heat. We did hit him in the head. Oh, I wish I had an aim shot. Well, let's just see what we got, guys.
Acknowledged.
Oh, that almost looked like it was aiming for the leg. So, softened him up a little bit more.
Receiving you.
Decker's a fear for me. He's not very fast, this guy. So, the only fear I really have is, like, could he run all the way down this hill? And, like, how about I move over here? You know, it's only fair to give Decker a shot, right?
Acknowledged.
He is going to move. So, I don't know. Melee, that's all I can imagine, right? Again, I can't specifically target anything, so we're just going to fire away, get a lucky headshot. Oh, that looked like a headshot. Oh, that was incredibly... Okay, what are you thinking? You look like you're coming down to melee me. Oh, no, you're fleeing over the hill? Okay, so you are going to get to move again. So I am going to actually reserve. I'm going to see what you do. Okay, now you're going to come back because you're confused, obviously. Yeah, you're giving it up. That's pretty much what you're doing. Oh, the temptation, folks. To try and milk this. That must not have been a headshot. I don't know whether I really start cheesing this and like just fire like little itty bitty things hoping that I, hit the right thing. I basically don't know how to get morale up. Let's just play it normal, guys. I'm sure someone will be comment on here that, they'll be like, yeah, could have easily, you know, like fired one AC2 at him until you got what you wanted or something. But we'll go with this. Okay, so none of these have great chances. He's got that little evasive thing going on. We can. I'm going to set both these AC2s to fire because they're kind of light and the two medium lasers. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to get rid of the evasive charge and see what we hit. Okay.
What's up, boss?
Hey, you're doing just fine, aren't you? So let's move you over. Yeah. Move you back here. How's that sound?
Move order received.
Okay. So you got plenty of heat too. Now, this is my fear. Looks like all the armor stripped off the center. Most often hit spot. You know, so it's at this point it's very likely, you know, we're just going to end up taking it out. But
Target acquired.
there was a leg hit. That looked like some torso and stuff. Still didn't take out a leg. Didn't take out the head. You know, bummer on that, right? Okay. So, for those of you who are keeping track, if the PPC hits here, that's gone. Done. If PPC hits the head, that's gone. If the PPC hits this leg, no, it would have to hit with the medium laser.
Engaging target.
That. Oh my. Was he braced? Did I miss? He might have been braced.
Receiving you.
Okay. Fine. How about we go over here again? Do this.
Moving out.
Looks like Decker gets his opportunity. Can he be the one? It's your shot, Decker. Oh yeah, yeah. So it did half the damage. Okay. Well,
Got it.
show me what you got, Decker. Yeah, that brace is really nice for us too. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
What's up, boss?
So if I reserve, my only fear is if I reserve Decker, this guy would trundle down the hill and melee me. So I am going to go ahead and move Decker back over here and give Decker
Coordinates received.
one more opportunity at being the winner. I really need to figure out how to up my morale, because, you know, it would have been nice to have morale shot and sort of be done.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
Oh my. I want to say his center core has 1 hit point. That's really what I want to say.
Yeah.
No, it's got 13. I must have hit. Oh my goodness, we've hit like everywhere but. No.
Ready for orders.
Okay, you get to be the one, Behemoth. You get to be the one. We're going to come from the side. Side might offer a slight better chance at hitting that leg. And you'll see it right here. You see how all of this is red? It's showing you more likelihood to hit these targets or those targets. You know, same thing, right? Because we are firing from the side. I'm going to turn the AC5 off.
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
Hostile eliminated.
So a lot of work to not get the extra salvage that we were hoping for,
Mission
but
success.
a very successful mission. Let's check out what we can get our little grubby mitts on. Okay, so we didn't take many credits, right? We took, I think, all salvage. So this little destroy, it didn't up our pay much, but whatever, credits are credits. We got some rep for the Mercenary Review Board. We got a little rep, I think, for the Free Worlds League. So that's all good. We got 400 XP for everybody, and we really didn't take any internal damage, spread some kills around. Okay, here we go. So, unfortunately, there was one Enforcer part, right, because we cored it, one Panther part, one Spider part. We do previously have one Panther, one Spider. So it's kind of like, oh, well, Enforcer, it's a medium mech. Why wouldn't I want to take that? Blah, 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 right? But the Panther's closer to being done. So I'm actually going to choose or confirm my selected piece. And, oh, look, a PPC, lots of nice stuff. We do get 5 other things. Let's find out what they are. Unfortunately, we did get the PPC, but we didn't get the Enforcer or the Spider part. So, you know, is how it goes, so to speak, the roll. So again, very successful. That's how an assassinate mission in theory goes. And we did a good job. We were able to spread the damage. We were able to take out the bigger threat weapons like the PPC without getting hit, and that was really important. You notice one of the things we are having a little bit of issue with is that once we kind of full out go with our alpha strikes and things like that, we do end up with some heat issues and then end up having to spend some time trying to recover from them. So let's take a quick look. We will do the same thing we did last time. We'll go to the mech wires, and we'll just take a quick spin through them. So again, he doesn't even have enough to get that for those hits. We don't have enough to get the gunnery. He's got enough at this point, if we wanted to get the tactics, and I think we will. This will just help for when we do the
I hear ya.
selected targeting. Glitch has some XP, but Glitch needs to get back in to get some more XP.
Receiving you.
Sitting on the bench right now. Nothing there. So the other thing let's take a look at is the contracts, so you'll have an idea for the next time, or for the next episode. So this is the party mission. We know we're putting this off for a little while till we get some XP and maybe a spare mech. This is a travel mission to Bellerophon. That was the system we just came from. It is a battle, so we go kill a lance. Could be vehicles, could be mechs. So pretty good. Looks like decent salvage. Probably will include some mechs. But these two are local. So one's a defend base. We've discussed that. We did one. And one is a destroy base. These are both just a half skull. Could involve vehicles, could involve, what do you call it? So we are likely to clean out or to attempt to clean out the two local ones before we, go off and do a seek and destroy. So we'll think about that, and we'll pick that up in the next episode. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And I just want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.